So I've made up the little laser targeting piece. I've done that in cast pewter, and I've just weathered it really lightly with some black matte paint. Those are the little laser diodes that I actually ordered. I got them off eBay. I think it was about $3.50 for a packet of 10 of them. So really cheap. Wasn't even any postage involved in those, and they arrived out of Hong Kong after about a week or so. I've drilled out the holes so that they fit really neatly into the back there, and I'll probably use some Loctite glue or something like that to actually lock them in place once I'm happy with the focus and the positioning of them. And they look quite nice on the inside there as well, so there's not going to be a lot of messing around as far as positioning of them is concerned. The biggest thing though is obviously getting them wired, because I'm running them off a single power source, which will either be a 9-volt power adapter or a 9-volt battery, depending on how I have it set up. So this will be set up in parallel, which basically means that the red wires and the blue wires will be twisted together into the 3 separate bundles there, and then wired into 2 wires, which will then run back to the power source. But to ensure that there's no burnout issues with these are a 3-volt laser diode, and they're going to be running off a 9-volt supply. I'll need to put an inline resistor on the positive side to make sure that they're receiving the proper voltage. So that's the little inline resistor I'm going to be using. I just got these from my local electronics shop, and you can see the code and the rating that they have there. They're color coded on the back as well for people that know more about that than I do. So all I need to do is connect one of those resistors to the red side wire before I connect it to the single wire that runs back to the power supply, and that'll have to be done on each of the red wires that go to the diodes. And that's the wiring setup. Very, very basic, not much to it at all. So the other thing to talk about as far as the wiring of the lasers is concerned is how I'm actually going to power them. Rather than actually having a battery pack or something sitting inside the mask, I'm going to build a stand for it, which is going to provide the power to the mask when it's sat in its display position. I've got some power cord here that's the right diameter to achieve the look I'm going for. One end will go into where the lasers need to be powered. The other end will be a jack attached to it so that it can plug into the base to provide the power for the lighting. The next thing I'll be doing with this is connecting the dreads so that they sit in the right position under the mask, and working out where the wiring is going to go, so the wiring for the lasers connect in so that they're all nice and invisible. So that's the update for this time, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.